welcome to Finny Prints. I am on the hoodie. You got print on the owner, CEO at Finny Prints and embroidery. Here we do embroidery. We got a Racoma 1501 TC, and then we got laser engraving. We do, of course, we do vinyl. And we have our own Etsy shop. So I pretty much, my business is pretty much ran for my particular brand. And then, you know, I do, you know what I'm saying, you know, stuff that people bring in, etc. But the bulk of my business is built on me selling my own brand, me selling my own product. But we are opening up to, you know what I'm saying, maybe selling transfers, maybe definitely other merch for other people, other vendors, hats, etc. Doing those things. So it's gonna be a lot of tutorials on the laser engraving, on Racoma, that embroidery machine, 15 needle machine. And what you're here for is DTF printing. I know it's a lot of talk, it's a lot of trending, it's trending a lot of people talking about it, and it's a lot of speculation. As far as what I'm seeing, it's not a lot of false information. It is some good information out there, but for the most part, it is the information is being screwed by the fact of, you know, somebody having an agenda, whether they're selling the machines or there are competitors. They are selling some of the products from the competitors, like a Super Color, or you know, or they go into DTG machines, or they into screen printing. And this new technology can be bad for business, and it is a problem. It can be a problem. I understand that, but I'm just here to give you transparency on what DTF. Is it worth it? Is it worth it for you? What is the issue? I seen the dude Stan from T-Shirt Hustle. He was saying that it was kind of slow. That is true. All right, this thing takes about, you know, anywhere from 6 to 10 minutes to get a transfer out, and to get the powder on it and to melt the powder. That is a 10, you know what I'm saying, maybe a 10 to 12 minute process for transfers. If I had 100 transfers, I know he said that if he had 100 transfers, rather go to Super Color. That may be about right. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be sitting there with one DTF printer trying to print out 100 transfers. There are some negatives to DTF. Don't let them people tell you that it's just all great and wonderful. Now, for the good stuff, it does bring out some of the most beautiful printouts. I just give you a couple examples here. These are 13 by 19 sheets. I don't know if you can see that. 13 by 19 sheets. All right, full color. Because I cut that one a little bit, but it's even doing metallic. Like it'll even print the metallic looking stuff out, and it's you know, it's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous, the color quality, and I kind of do some close-ups a little later on it. So far as the printout and the quality, it's kind of unmatched for the price. All right, for the price, it isn't DTG. It got like a better quality. It prints out better than DTG, but DTG still has a better feel, and it will fade out. You know what I'm saying? It does do that fade out. But far as laser, the white ink toners, they definitely that is definitely a done deal with DTF. Would you buy a DTF? Would I recommend anybody just buying a DTF? I wouldn't recommend you going and buying one if you are someone who's not going to be able to fiddle with this machine, because it does have a maintenance on it. You need to do it you're going to do what the DTG will recall a reverse flush. It need to be done pretty much every time you cut that machine on to get ready to print. I just do it every time because I don't want to waste time and run nozzle checks and do all of that, and then just to see the same results. So I just go ahead and do it. It don't take about maybe like 15 minutes, 20 minutes once you get the hang of it. But this requires you opening certain things depending on how your machine is set up. Now, I bought my machine. I didn't buy my machine from no US vendor. I bought my machine from Alibaba. All right, straight from straight from Alibaba. And the machine that I bought was $1,500. The shipping was about $700-800. This is what you hear for the pricing. It's about $700-800. Then I bought maybe like $1,000 worth of supplies. Now ink, and this is another thing. This is ink. This is a 1 liter bottle of ink. This is white. I think it cost me like $36 a bottle. All right, and in color it cost me about $26 dollars a bottle. All right, and so I don't know what that is calculated with the shipping and so forth. I'm just telling you the price that the vendor from Alibaba was telling me. The sheets I got close to 1,000 sheets, but they were like 34 cents a sheet. So you're still making these printouts probably under $1. It possibly could be under $1 per printout what you're doing with DTF. Okay, with DTF printing, and they're great quality prints, and they have a great feel to them. Again, it's not as soft as don't let them trick you. It's not as soft as DTG, but it is it's way better than vinyl. It's way better than white ink toner. So it's just a great technology, and I think it is the future. You just gotta have you gotta get a lot of those tools back here to the US. Some of the, you know what I'm saying, some of the parts, and some, you know, they're gonna make better machines as the technology advances, as this begins to trend and people start making more money. I'm already seeing machines now that have the circulation ink, like the DTG, the OmniPrint 300TX. That I'm seeing DTF machines with those same ink circulation tools on it, where they'll circulate that ink every 30 minutes, so you have least amount of maintenance as possible. So you know, it's better machines are coming out, but again, I wouldn't recommend this machine for somebody who's just wants to turn the machine on and get it to work. All right, this thing it can be a headache, especially with the learning curve and you having to learn this thing without a manual, without, you know, talking to somebody who knows what they're doing. So I would wait at least another 6 to 7 months if you're not somebody that's kind of good with tools or patient. And you know what I'm saying, I've learned patience, and I've learned to fiddle with things, just dealing with embroidery. You have to have a certain amount of patience with that, and it's a learning curve. And the same thing with DTF and DTG. Okay, the same thing with DTF and DTG. So I just wanted to give you some of that. You know what I'm saying, just some of the pricing on that. You know what I'm saying? For me, I don't need to, you know, I print up maybe 3 or 4 shirts, 3 or 4 transfers, and I be done for the day. I'm not printing out 70, 80. Now, Brother Ernest, it's another channel, Brother Ernest, he said he printed out, he was telling people not to buy the DTF, but to rather just buy the transfers from him. And he was printing out 70. Say if he's selling these transfers for $10. All right, a 13 by 19 sheet. He printed out 70 in one day. He printed out 70 transfers in one day on a machine. And then he was talking about he had to take the printer head off and to wipe the printer head off, which would take him an hour or you know what I'm saying, maybe a few hours to get that process done. But that machine just made you $700 in one day. It just brought in $700 in a day. So if it take you 3 hours to clean, for me, that's worth it. I don't care if I can make $700 in a day on a machine, and I just gotta take the head off. It's worth it. So you got to be just mindful of these things. I'm gonna tell you this too, and a lot of people ain't gonna want me telling you this, but these are Epson printers. These are Epson printers, and this the game that they playing on us, is that these are Epson printers that they're not selling in the US, and they're converting them. And these printers ain't really but about $600-700, and they're converting them and then bringing them over here, selling them to you for $3,700, $4,000, $3,500, stuff like that. And even the company that I got mine from in Alibaba, they did put mine in another shell and gave me the waste bottle, and they put a little circulation thing on it, but it really just stirs up the ink so you don't have to shake it. In a little heat band on there, but it's in a shell where it allows me to open it up, and it allows me to open it up so I can work on it if you know, do that reverse flush a little easier, and it has a little. It's I don't have to deal with a lot of those screws and stuff. It made it easy, made the maintenance a little easier for me. The way they set this particular shell up and put that shelf, I meant that little slide out shelf on there a little easier for me. So I hope this thing cleared up some stuff for you. Be on the lookout for part 2. I'm gonna show you the machine, show you how everything works, and do a live printout for you. But I did just want to do an introduction right now to Finney Prints and this particular on this particular topic. It'd be a good time to launch my channel, being that I do have a DTF machine. And honestly, I've only had it for about a month. You know what I'm saying? So I was still trying to get the learning curve down. So I want to, you know what I'm saying, you know, to give you the hiccup, give you the headaches, show you some of the pain and the sorrows of dealing with it, and then find out, you know what I'm saying, we can give some instructional videos and show some people, save some people some time, save some people some headaches, and deal with the truth of the matter, man. This thing is, you printing sheets out. You printing 13 by 19s out. All right. Maybe for under $1. Alright, so you know, that's full color, and then like I said, it's a photo printer. So I don't know, I haven't seen better printouts come from a machine. So with that, man, make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell next time. I am Phineas with Finney Prints, and we out.